Alexandra Palace, here in London. We're here for the British Railway Modelling Festival. I'm Matthew Rutherford, and this is
Robert Wicker Rogers.
And this is
a right basket case.
Railways Today. Oh look, Rob, an A4. We're now here at the beautiful Alexandra Palace, which was a bastion of broadcasting in the last century. Rob, what do you know about this?
The BBC first transmitted from here way back. Black and white TV, radio. First broadcast history. This is a historical site.
Which was once served by a railway line. Rob, tell us about the railway line that used to come up here.
Used to be a service into a station called Palace Gates from Liverpool Street, and another one from the Great Northern Line, and they each had their own terminating stations. Long since gone, of course.
Which it is now a wonderful nature walk, which you can walk down to Highgate. So all is not lost. At least you can look at some of the old stations and get a feel for the
in fact,
railway that was called the London Heights Railway.
The Northern Heights Railway,
yes.
I can see from here another historic transmission site. I can see BT Tower from here.
And now it's time to go in the building, so see you in there. Hello, we're here at Elaine's Trains. Now, Elaine, lady,
yes.
The man's world.
Yes.
How is that received?
Very well, I'm remembered.
You're remembered.
I am, yes, yes.
And you've made many friends over the years
Yes.
with having a fine stand like this.
No, that's good, thank you, yes. Yeah, lots of regular faces down here at the Alexandra Palace.
And what do you specialise in on this stand? What makes it different to some of the other stands?
We cover the Triangle, right through Triangle Hornby, to the modern day, and Continental as well. Other gauges, as and when stock is available.
Because I noticed quite a bit of the stock is sort of pre-DCC, it's more collectible. Is there a market for that?
Oh, certainly is, yes.
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 What do you think is going through the heads of people who buy the older stuff? Is it more of sort of down memory lane, or
a lot of it is, yes, yes.
Sort of looking back in time of layout, say perhaps had
That's it, or
20 or 30 years ago.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I do. I've got my DCC layout where I'm happy with some of the really modern and up-to-date stuff, and I've got what we will call a retro layout, which it's got the whole old Hornby and the lemur, and it's just as much fun.
No, fantastic, that's it, yes.
And if you had a motto to sum up your stand here, what would it be? How would you encourage people to come to you?
Stock's regularly changing, you never know what I'm going to have on offer, so come and have a look.
Yeah, and that we will. We're going to have a good look now and see what we see.
The website's always very busy, www.elainestrains.co.uk.
Very good.
Elaine, you've been a legend. Rob, have you got a final word for Elaine? Because you seem to have known her for quite some time.
Yeah, again, I'll just reiterate, interesting stuff always appearing on this stand. It gets offered a wide variety of equipment. It's just interesting. It's a place you...
It's right up your street, Rob. Being the owner of Borchester Market.
That's right.
Historic model railway.
It's
on film.
Is it Rob hand the money?
Folding, changing hands.
Yes, that's it.
Inside of what? Nearly empty.
I regret, Rob. Kiss it goodbye.
Thank you very much.
That's it. What a deal. That is a very nice logo, Rob.
It's a B12 cut down to a Claude Hamilton by somebody skilled.
I am now at the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway stand, and I'm here with Ken Carter, who's involved with the society here. Now, Ken, you've brought your stand all the way from the north, I guess?
Yes.
Down to the south.
Yes.
how does this come across to people who perhaps are not au fait with the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway, the railways in the northwest?
Well, a lot of people are not aware is that the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway was the 5th largest railway in the country, and prior to 1923, and had things like 37,000 wagons, 35,000 employees, had the biggest shipping fleet in the UK at that time.
Yes.
A railway-owned shipping fleet, I should say. And so what we do as a society is collect photographs. www.lyrs.org.uk.
Right. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, and I wish you the best in the future.
Thank you very much.
Great. Now Rob's brought us over to another trader which is called Barnards Anonymous. Now why have you dragged us over here, Rob?
Because it's extremely interesting, discontinued items, things you've never seen before or will see again, the modeller's friend, bits and pieces, old kits, part of kits, projects, just the modeller's friend, items you couldn't get anywhere else. Based from Doncaster, Yorkshire, they travel around, a family team.
Carry on, Rob. You're selling this very well.
It's one of my main. It's probably my main dealer, my first port of call for model railway items, parts.
Sophie, is this true?
Yes, it is, yes.
Everywhere.
Quite often see Rob, and he's always face to the stall.
Ever present, right?
He is, yes.
Always a smile on his face.
He is, yes.
In anticipation, you see. Yes, we have me and Dad, we have a running, don't we? A running banter with, you know.
Yes.
And have you bought anything off the stand today, Rob?
This is probably one of the only times there's nothing here for me. There's not a Continental today. Not a Continental. It's fantastic, but it's not my bag. But that's the way it goes.
Yes.
Sophie, how you enjoyed it?
Yes, it's been a very good weekend. Yes, I've been fantastic.
Busy, quiet,
Very
just
busy,
right.
very busy yesterday. Little bit quieter today, but very manageable.
Still buying the drinks after the show.
Yes,
that's what we like. And where can we see your stand in the future?
You can see us at lots of places. You can see us at Worley.
Worley in Birmingham.
You can see us at the Engage Show, which is in Leamington Spa. High Wycombe, we go to High Wycombe exhibition.
High Wycombe Rock.
Do a range of toy fairs as well.
Yeah.
Reebok Stadium, Horwich Bolton, several times a year. Not to be missed. Not to be missed. If you did any more close to home, like 10 those.
Rob, you're the new face and ambassador of Barnards. Hey, I've always liked it.
We'll talk money afterwards, alright? Usual fee, you know.
Yeah, okay.
Have an apple.
Well, thanks for showing us behind your
Cheers,
curtain.
Sophie.
I always think there's a bit of wrongdoing under counters behind the curtain.
No, not in this one.
Not beers or
No, definitely
pleasantries.
not.
Give me a go, see your mum and dad.
I will.
I haven't seen your mum for ages.
No, I know.
Last time I was speaking to your mum.
So, Rob, how are you finding your first ever Alexandra Palace exhibition? Are you tired? Are you emotional? Are you overwhelmed? Are you skint?
All of those, all of the above, but pleasantly surprised and
Now, let's get back to the action and we'll see you in... The next port of call is the Scale 4 Society stand here. Now, I'm a bit of a novice to this. Rob, can you explain what is Scale 4?
items modelled as close to prototype as possible. Track gauge, wheel dimensions, etc., etc.
So what's the difference between this and EM gauge?
EM is 18.2 gauge. This is 18.83. The scale, which is 4 foot 8.5, scaled down to 4 mils to the foot scale. Go down.
Okay, and what have you seen on this
What's
stand
really
that's
caught my eye?
Really caught your eye?
It's this K-class motor Southern engine. I recognise it straight away. It's probably a Mallard kit, am I right? Motor in the tender rather. Shaft drive to the chassis. Fully sprung compensated chassis, which you need with the fine wheels, you see. Otherwise they jump off the track. Delightful model.
So why isn't this sort of mainstream and adapted by the main manufacturers?
It requires a lot of skill to make these, and time and trouble. Main manufacturers can't be bothered. It's not commercially viable. It's not commercially viable.
Do you see a future for this scale?
Well, it always has been. This goes way back to the 50s. But it's niche. It's niche, right? Really. It's not mainstream, but it's quality. But you need time, skill, patience to do it.
Do you think it'll take off more or less now?
It's been on the increase.
Really?
Sort of. EM's more achievable unless you're very skilled.
Right. Well, that answers my question. Yeah.
But you can convert ready to run in the background.
Yep.
The stalls there. You can get P4 wheel sets to convert ready to run.
And you can see the difference there, can't you?
You see the difference, yeah.
Point that out to the camera.
Double O, you got 16.5 gauge.
That is a difference, isn't it?
18.83. Difference in quality. You got to build up your track. So you got to build your track yourself. You can't buy it off the peg. Yeah, lever frame.
Our next layout is called Thornbury Hill, which is based on South London in the 1960s with old electric stock, old steam engines of the period, right up Rob Street.
Old fart trains, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to try and get a more detailed look at the layout once the crowds allow, because
sharpen your elbows.
Exactly, but there's not that many layouts here. It's more trades, as Josh pointed out and others have pointed out.
Yes.
So as you can see, there's a turntable going around here with some Rob's missed it. Are you all right, Rob?
No.
It moves round.
There we are.
We've got to try and have a look, and a detailed look at the model railway. And Rob will give a bit of a commentary because it's from his era. You can just see something here.
Oh yes, in green stock.
Thornbury Hill.
Okay, 4 sub-unit.
Yeah.
Parked up.
It looks a wonderful layout. So let's go and see if we can get a closer look here, Rob.
Absolutely, we'll try.
So Rob, what do you really like about this layout? Because you're obviously spending a bit of time here.
What's not to like?
Put your emotion into it.
What's not to like? Everything. Loads of action. Very well modelled. Accurate.
Accurate.
Accurate. It comes across as a miniature railway.
And it's not too clean, is it?
No.
You see a lot of these layouts that are very clean. This is nicely weathered.
It's in service condition as you find the real thing. You know. Yeah, that's correct. Things move nicely. Good operation. It's okay. Looks like a 4 lav in the platform there. There's a Nelson coming through. A Nelson, which is a 4-core unit. Only one window, nicknamed One Eye, like Nelson, you see. That's in the platform now.
Nelson. Yeah.
Used to work the Portsmouth services. Yeah. One arm, one eye, one.
And you feel this layout gets a full atmosphere of what it's meant to do.
It comes across. It portrays the subject. It comes across, yes.
Could you be there? As walking around the exhibition, I've come across a good friend of mine, Josh Graves, who's been a lifelong railway enthusiast. He's also started to come to model railway exhibitions. What do you think of the model railway exhibition here at Alexandra Palace this year?
I think it's okay. First time here since 2012, but not as good as it was in previous years. I will be honest about that.
We're here at the next layout, which is called Arlingham. Now, Rob's got a particular interest in this layout because it's based on the eastern region of British Rail.
Right, eastern in particular.
Rob, what can you see on this layout that does it for you?
Archetypal East Anglian loco, it's J15.
Speak up, Rob.
Sorry, buck jumper, J69. And a Claude Hamilton in the fiddle yard, which may come out in a minute. Is that buck jumper going to run in a minute? There's some shunting maybe.
I can do.
Can you please?
Yeah, just get this out of the way.
Yeah, no problem. Slang name for the J69 Simmer because they were very fast off the mark.
Really?
They used to jump around like a frightened deer, you know.
And this is the owner of the layout here coming in. What's your name?
Colin.
Colin.
Yeah.
This is Railways Today.
Nice to see you.
We're interested in your layout.
I'm at Worcester Market, so I'll be looking
Right.
Rob owns Portchester Market.
That's very historic.
I have one of those to build.
That one was really nice, but London Road took it over.
Yes.
That's the one John Rudgett used in publicity as well.
I say.
It goes from Saxon names.
So I'm going to move Portchester from its like Nottinghamshire base as built to like a loosely towards March, that type of area. Hence the Great Eastern connections and that flavour.
We've really enjoyed our time at the London Festival of Railway Modelling, looking at some of the layouts, talking to some of the traders and discussing with some of the manufacturers. It's been a wonderful experience for us all. We hope to see you soon on another of our videos, which we hope will be better than this one, get greater and greater. So Rob has really enjoyed himself and has got to the heart of the railway community, and this is his Star engine.
Star off Elaine's trains from Rugby in Lincolnshire. It's a old Triang converted B12 into a Claude Hamilton 440. What's not to like?
What's not to like is our YouTube channel, so like, subscribe and enjoy our content. Till next time, from me, Matthew Rutherford,
and me, Wicker Basket Rogers.
we'll say goodbye. Take it easy, guys. Watch out.